Good morning, aloha from Florida. Want to have some fun? Google search, what are the Great Plains of North America? Find out how big they are. In the United States and Canada, the Great Plains are over 1 million square miles. Do you know what it says in the description? It says some areas are extremely flat. Here's the deal. It's totally, completely impossible to have 1 million square miles of flatness on a spherical Earth with a 3,959 mile radius. Not only are there the Great Plains, there are the abyssal plains under the ocean, which are 300,000 square miles of flatness. So much of the land above the oceans and beneath the oceans is flat. These areas of land cannot exist on a spherical Earth. This is about as simple as it gets. The Earth is flat. The Earth is an enclosed, electrical, topographical, stationary plane. Check out our documentary, The Mechanical Realm by Vika Draziv. It's all about the Antikythera mechanism and how everything in the sky moves over us in perfect repeating patterns around the magnetic center of our flat and stationary Earth. Have a great day. God bless.
Guys, this is gonna blow your mind. You remember a while back when I posted those videos showing you those patterns around the really bright stars like Sirius, Arcturus, Betelgeuse, and even Jupiter? Well, I think I figured out what's causing it. All right, so let me get out of the way here. Okay, so I recently bought one of those viral flashlights off of TikTok. So this is what happened when I shined that flashlight on my driveway. Do you see this pattern around the actual light here? I'm pretty sure this is caused by the components of the LED chip that's inside of the flashlight. It projects such a powerful beam of light that it's projecting this pattern around the actual light here when it's hitting the driveway, okay? So you have a source projecting a light source onto a physical barrier, which is my driveway here, and it's causing this pattern to show up around the light. So what if that's all that the stars are? What if they're just being projected onto the firmament from an outside source? And what we're seeing here is just the pattern that's being caused by the source, whatever the source may be. I'm not saying that there's LED lights in the firmament. I'm just saying something similar could be going on. I don't know what the stars are made of. Nobody does. But you cannot deny the similarities between this pattern around the source from the flashlight to this pattern around these bright stars here. Look. And if you zoom in on this picture here, you can actually see little squares at all four corners, just like you see here around the stars. And coincidentally, that's how planetariums work, okay? They have a huge dome ceiling. I don't know if it's glass or whatever. I've never been to a planetarium, but I've seen a lot of videos and heard people talk about it that have been to them. But basically all it is a dome with a light source, a projector, projecting the stars up onto the dome. So maybe that's what it is. Maybe something similar is happening in real life. Maybe we just live inside of God's huge, giant planetarium. I mean, you can't deny the similarities here around these, but you cannot deny this, guys. Look, around all the brightest stars in the sky like Vega, Arcturus, Sirius, Betelgeuse, Regulus. If you use the same astro-modified camera that I'm using and the same telescope, I bet you'll get this same exact pattern around the brightest stars. The reason it's not showing anywhere else is because the other stars aren't bright enough to project this type of beam onto the firmament or this type of pattern. That's why it's only showing up around the brightest stars. And it's not anywhere else in the photo or the frame, which tells me it's not the camera sensor. It's the light source that's causing this. But anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Right now I'm extremely shadow banned, so don't forget to like, follow, and share this video with as many people as you can, because like I said, I'm extremely shadow banned right now. I don't even know if this video will reach you guys. They'll probably put it under review for like 12 or 24 hours. That's what they've been doing to all of my videos lately, and that's another reason I don't post much anymore. I'm just so fed up with the censorship. I can post a video and they'll put it under review for, I'm not kidding, 12 to 24 hours before anybody sees it. It stays under review. And a lot of times I just get frustrated and I get tired of it, get tired of waiting on it to post, and I just delete it. But like I said, all of this is pure speculation. It's for entertainment and educational purposes only. I'm not making any positive claims here. I'm simply showing you what I have observed, okay? What I have observed, what I have physically photographed myself. So, like I said, draw your own conclusions and have a good day. God bless.
Good morning, aloha from Florida. So about another week or so and we will have the summer solstice. What is that? Is that when the earth is tilting a certain way and a certain distance away from the huge burning ball of gas? No. The summer solstice is when the sun is traveling over the Tropic of Cancer, which will be in about a week. And then the sun will start its journey back out over the equator down to the Tropic of Capricorn, which will be the winter solstice for us. During the fall, we have the equinox when the sun is moving over the equator. During the spring, we have the spring equinox where the sun is moving back over the equator, back to the north, over the Tropic of Cancer, where we will have summer solstice again. The sun moves over the surface of our flat and stationary Earth around the magnetic center. The Earth does not move at all, ever. The Earth is firm, it is fixed, it is stationary, it is motionless. The Earth is flat and stationary. That's an absolute scientific fact. Everything we see in the sky moves over us. We do not move at all. Have a great day. God bless. Oh, go check out flatearthdave.com. Have a good one.
Are you curious how the seasons work on a flat Earth? Well, if you stick around, I think I can help. The first thing you need to understand is that the sun and the moon are close. They're within the Earth system, and they circle around us. And I am going to show you with actual scientific evidence that not only do they circle us, but the sun changes its speed and its location where it rises throughout the year. Now, if you look at this beautiful sky clock overlaid with the flat Earth map, you can see that every 24 hours, the sun is doing a loop, which creates night and day, and the moon is doing the same thing, but about every 25 hours. Now, what the sun also does is it makes smaller circles in the northern hemisphere during our summer months, so June, July, August, September, and it starts to make larger circles and increase its speed as we move to winter in the northern hemisphere and the south moves to their summer because the sun is closer to them. And this is evident based on how long daylight lasts as the sun is setting. Now, like I said, there is evidence that the sun picks up its speed, which it would have to do to make larger loops. And this isn't just a theory. Like I said, there's evidence I'm going to show you. And not only that, but I'm going to show you evidence of the sun rising in a different location from month to month to month based on exactly what I'm saying here. What I quickly want to show you is that a general time-lapse photography video is about 30 frames per second. That's the standard. Now keep that in mind as I show you these next two quick videos. So this is the Mackinac Bridge in Michigan in the winter, clearly with the ice. And I just want you to watch how fast the sun sets because it's moving faster in the winter months and how fast the daylight goes away. Real fast. Now, same bridge, very similar location. The sun is starting in a very similar location. And this video takes about 3 minutes in the same time-lapse speed. And I'll wait here for a second and you will see the sun sets extremely slow in the summer compared to in the winter months when it has to be moving faster to make those larger loops around the flat realm you live in. I'm going to stop it here and skip ahead a little and you'll see the daylight slowly goes away instead of the winter when it's gone in an instant. Now again, I'm going to let this just play for a second, but I want you to think back to winter times. When the sun goes down, it gets dark real fast. And in the summer, when the sun goes beyond the horizon or to the vanishing point where you can no longer see its light, the light from the sun still lasts because it's moving much, much slower. And again, just to compare that to how quickly it sets here. Watch how fast this is moving in the wintertime. Same time-lapse speed. This video is 17 seconds. The other one's 5 minutes. Dark. Okay, so what I want to do now is show you the location of the sun and how it changes from month to month based on its rotation around the flat realm. Now, this is November. That direction is south towards Chicago, and it's right above the scoreboard. So remember, above the scoreboard, November. Now, it's not above, it's December. It's gone further south, like it does until the winter solstice, where it'll continue to go and then start coming back. Okay, so it's January now. It's hit the winter solstice. It's raised over there, and now it's starting to make its way back north. So February, it's now north of the scoreboard. March, it's further north of the scoreboard because now it's starting to head towards summer, where the sun is going to be circling the northern hemisphere at a much closer position. And now we're in April. You can't even see the scoreboard because it is raising so much further north, starting to warm up the northern hemisphere. And by northern hemisphere, I mean closer to the north. Not on a ball, but on the flat realm, north is in the center. So the sun is getting closer and making smaller circles around the North Pole. So like I said, I wanted to give you some observable, scientific proof that what's going on above us is different than what they say. And just because we've all been programmed to see things a specific way doesn't mean it's the right way. In fact, when you look at this model, it makes 1,000 times more sense. And you can make sense of it in your head based on what you observe every day. And if you're interested in this app, in this clock, go to flatearthdave.com and use my code. You can go to the App Store too and use my code. And of course, this is all for entertainment purposes only. I'm a satire account. I know the seasons are caused by the Earth's 67,000 mile per hour rotation around the 93 million miles away sun. And even though we're closer during the winter months, the tilt is what makes it colder. Of course, it all makes perfect sense. Entertainment purposes only.
If flat Earth is true, it means everything you've been told since you were born could be a lie. And matter of fact, it turns out flat Earth is true. And no, it's not the salvation issue, but it is the one thing that can break you out of the matrix and help you realize you're surrounded by lies. So you just sound like someone who is not in love with the truth when you say it doesn't matter. It does matter to people who love truth, and God is truth. So searching for truth is the way that God recommends that you find Him.
Good morning. Aloha from Florida. So it's kind of fun sometimes it's kind of frustrating talking to people online about flat Earth. Of course, I do it in the real world as well, talking to people face to face about the Earth being flat and stationary with facts, not beliefs and opinions. If you believe in the globe, you have beliefs and opinions. And what I ask people for is evidence for their beliefs and opinions. Can you give me any evidence for the globe? Not scientific evidence, you can't. The only thing you can give is belief and opinion based on assumptions. We give you the natural physics of water. We give you the sextant. We give you the astrolabe. We give you the Antikythera mechanism. We give you the mechanical gyroscope. We give you the top of descent calculation for an aircraft. We give you So many things in the distance that would be impossible to see if the Earth were a sphere. There is a mountain of evidence for flat Earth. As for the globe, there's a mountain of bullshit. Have a great day. God bless. Good evening. Aloha from Florida. So let's talk about the pictures and the lack of video of the Earth from the surface of the moon for just 1 minute. We are told that the blue marble picture from 1972 is authentic, that it's real, that it shows the Earth is spherical, that the astronauts took that when they were either on the moon or on their way back. This beautiful spherical picture of the Earth. The problem with that claim is that we know when they took that picture, and a much more of the land of the Earth would have been in sunlight than what we see in that picture. I believe it's a painting. You believe whatever you want to believe. The other thing, and this is the real kicker, there's not 1 second of video footage of the Earth from the surface of the moon from 6 alleged missions. What happened? Did NASA forget to point the video camera to the sky and record even 1 second of the Earth rotating on its axis in space while they were on the moon? Or maybe they never went. Have a good night. God bless.
And people are very lazy and they don't want to take the time to verify things. God says verify all things.
And so you know for sure that the Earth is flat. You know that without a doubt. And do you know for sure that the Earth is flat? And so do you know for sure and without a doubt that the Earth is flat?
Well, what is your definition of flat?
Do you know for sure and without a doubt that the Earth is flat? Do you know for sure and without a doubt that the Earth is flat? And do you know for sure and without a doubt that the Earth is flat?
Do I know for sure the Earth is flat? I know for sure it's not a globe.
And so do you know for sure and without a doubt that the Earth is flat? Before we move on, do you know for sure and without a doubt that the Earth is flat? So do you know for sure and without a doubt that the Earth is flat? Do you know for sure and without a doubt that the Earth is flat?
I know for sure without a doubt that there is no curvature. So if something doesn't have curvature, then it's what?
Do you know for sure and without a doubt that the Earth is flat?
I keep asking me, Jesse, but if something doesn't have curvature, then it's what?
Do you know for sure that the Earth is flat without a doubt? Do you know for sure and without a doubt that the Earth is flat? And so do you know for sure and without a doubt that the Earth is flat?
If something does not curve, then it is flat.
So you don't know for sure if the Earth is flat?
I do know that the Earth does not curve. There is no curvature.
But you're saying everything but what I'm asking. Do you know for sure that the Earth is flat? And so you don't know for sure then if it's flat. You don't know for sure and without a doubt that it's flat, right?
We know for sure that it's not a globe the size that they tell us.
So you don't know for sure and without a doubt that it's flat either.
If something does not curve, then it is flat.
So you don't know for sure if the Earth is flat?
I do know that the Earth does not curve. There is no curvature.
But you're saying everything but what I'm asking.
If something does not curve, then it is flat.